Hey man, what's going on, man? It's your boy G Dot in here. Two Lit Podcast powered by the Ink. I got two special guests in here with me today. Ladies, can y'all introduce yourselves?
Of course. My name's Hope, aka the real BB.
And I'm Briana, also known as Briana Lauren on Instagram.
Bam. And we gonna have all lifts so y'all can follow them. So
Do that.
ladies, we're gonna jump into we're gonna talk about a lot of rant. This one? Yeah, just scoot over there towards you.
Oh, I did not move like that.
Nah,
Okay.
you good. All right, so we're gonna jump into a lot of different random questions. I'm gonna ask you. So don't. It ain't gonna be off the rails like that. Relax.
Let me keep sipping.
We're gonna talk about some real. So some questions gonna be pertaining more to the other. So I got a question about social media and kids and racism. How do you think that this is affecting our kids right now, and they seeing how much racism is really not being portrayed on social media to the point where it's like you can't hide it no more. As a parent now, you have to talk. Now you have to deal with it. Now you have to, you know what I mean? You have to have that talk that you never had with your kids before.
Nova, go ahead first.
Yeah.
You have first-hand experience.
Everybody knows that I am a mother. Or mother. You know what I'm
Mother.
saying? So the thing is, you can't hide it from your children.
Right.
And you can never be too overly cautious about it.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can do is have your children prepared. Especially me, I have 3 sons, and my sons are all black men.
Right.
So the only thing I can do is prepare them for when they walk outside of the door. Our home is where they're safe. Outside, I have no say-so over that. And regardless to how I feel or how I raise them as young black, me, my kings, my princes, my whatever, inside my house is never going to be like outside. So the only thing, like I said, I can do is prepare them. My sons know when you walk into a store, take your hood off your head, take your hands out your pocket. That's just what it is.
And I want to highlight that because to the Caucasian family, they never had that kind of talk. So when I go into the store, my mom told me the same thing you just said. Told me that years ago. And I understood it even 4 or 5 years old. She like, hey, take your hands out your pocket when we walk in this Walmart.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it was like, damn, I gotta keep doing this. Like, I'm not stealing nothing. In my head, you know you innocent. You know you ain't finna go in there and take nothing as just the youngins. You know what I mean? In their mind frame. But when I try to explain that to another friend of mine who was of another race, ethnicity, they cannot understand what the hell I was talking about. They couldn't grasp it because from us, even back then, it was already in our head. It was already programmed by mama, my daddy. Hey, don't go in here like that. And I'm a hoodie fanatic. I wear hoodies everywhere.
Guilty until proven innocent.
That you even have to think that thought is sad. Like that we even have to take those precautions is to me just so ridiculous.
It's programmed.
Yeah.
It's programmed really
and no other race is ever gonna understand that. It's just, you know what I mean?
Y'all have to understand, like, the laws and all this wasn't set up to protect us. It was set up to protect them.
Right.
They just had to fall in line, with us being a part of that. It was never meant to. The same thing with marijuana. It's only becoming legal because the government cannot control it. So that if you can't control it, you might as well get your cut of it. This way, the cops, when they do pull you over and you have a trunk full of marijuana, they not gonna take it and burn it. They gonna take it and they gonna sell it.
Yeah, make their money off of
It's
it.
too much.
Too many Caucasian kids also getting caught with the substance now too.
Yeah, especially the ones in them hierarchy schools.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
but it's different because they not getting caught with weed. They getting caught with pills.
Pills and the harder stuff. That is correct.
The stuff that costs real money.
Right,
Yeah.
but they get probation and our sons get locked up. Our brothers get locked up.
25 minimum, shit like that. So I hear you. It's people just now that lost almost half their life just now getting out because they had this much of weed in their car or had this much of whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you got people that are literally running people over in the street and they getting out 30 days.
Yeah, hit and runs and crazy stuff.
Yeah. That craziest story I ever read was this Florida woman firing warning shots in the air, and they sentenced her to like 20 years or something like that. Did you read about that? She didn't shoot nobody. She was just trying to get people off her property.
Yeah, it was that black lady that her abusive spouse came to her house. He was about to hurt her, kill her, whatever. Yeah. Warning shots over his head. She got life.
Y'all, this is why, and the crazy thing is, I have like a news journalism background. I could barely watch the news like now and like last year because it's just, it's too much. Like, it's too much negativity to take in. But like, you have to stay like on topic and know what's going on, but it's so
I
hard
got
to
you.
take all that in.
My girlfriend, she works for Channel 8, and she tells me this type of stuff all the time. And this is the behind the scenes stuff news, because the Capitol, it's almost bad news every time. That's the stuff that's highlighted. There's nothing really positive to report. Like, and it's weird, man. But that takes a toll on your psyche.
It does.
Right,
So,
but they give that and they put that out so that you won't want to watch the news, because in all honesty, they really do show us some important stuff on the news, but because we're so, mentally condensed to it being bad, we don't watch it. So they tell you about the stock market drops and they tell you about the serial killers and all this and all that, but we don't want to watch the news because we've been conditioned to only consider it as bad. So when stuff happened like this COVID, they were putting that in the newspaper and on the news way before, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when people started getting sick and it was beyond their control, then
Then
like,
it was a headline.
Well, nobody was scared at first.
Right,
Nobody,
but when it was this little article,
That-
nobody was scared.
Yeah.
I can tell you when people really, when the NBA got shut down, it was like, oh shit. That was like, Nick.
It got real for me.
I remember where I was. I was almost like 9/11 to me. It was weird. Because you remember, I was in the gym. I was in the gym with my boys. And
Started looking around at people.
we was watching the game, and they shut
see this?
they shut the game down on TV. Because we all, like, at work, we go to the gym on our lunch. Everybody work out. We look at, what's playing. It was an NBA game, and all of a sudden, all these headlines start popping up saying this game canceled, empty arena. We was like, bro.
I panicked.
When
I panicked.
that's when we panicked. I feel like everybody else kind of pre-panicked, but
Right.
us, we was like, bro, the
In my mind, I was like, oh, we can't get it. Black people can't get this. I was just telling myself that I bought that. I was like, I heard that. That's facts. We can't get it. And then the NBA, I was like, oh, we done, y'all.
Yeah.
But this is
And most of us ain't got no health care. I'm like, oh, we out.
shit. No, I got health care.
I do too, girl. You got to. I was like, but we out.
Yeah.
But the scariest
It
part
takes a
is
toll,
if
right.
you went and got COVID tested, the first thing you see on the COVID test is it says SARS-COVID. I'm old enough, I'm pretty sure some of y'all in this room are old enough to have remembered SARS. It was a couple years ago in China, in Japan, all of they were walking around wearing a mask. Honestly,
They've been
I feel
doing
like
that.
COVID is nothing but
have been
SARS.
doing
They
that.
just renamed it something else to not scare us. Because if it wasn't SARS, why is it the first thing you see when you go get tested?
Right. You're right
That's a
about
good point.
that. That's absolutely right.
They are good for those masks though in Asia. They've been doing that for a long time.
Relabeling.
Because they never got rid of it. It just became a pandemic.
Yeah,
and
it
an
is certain
epidemic.
parts in Asia, Japan, and stuff that even when people go over there to shoot music videos, you'll see them wearing masks too.
I've noticed that. I just couldn't figure out why. I thought it was just a style.
No,
I don't know.
they've been doing that. Yeah, it's
That
bad over
explains a
there.
lot.
It's bad over there, man. But they understand it.
Yeah.
And they got a different hold on it than we do. We just don't know what the hell we're doing.
No.
they
No,
still
it's
trying
because
to.
they take it very serious over there. If you
They do.
actually Google those smaller countries overseas, like people not getting sick and dying. You know why? Because if you don't follow the rules and wear your mask, they're gonna behead your stupid ass.
They live forever out there.
You know,
For real.
you gonna follow the rules.
True.
That's facts.
We were just talking about that situation with the UK, how it's 0 cases over there now. How does that happen? And
So confused.
To us, it may seem like how, but hell, because they followed and did what the hell they were supposed to do early.
They so
Shut
obedient.
shit down. That's when the streets was empty. They shut everything down. Stay in your house. Like,
Yeah.
let this shit go away.
Yeah.
Then let's retract. Let's start. We ain't did that.
Cause
We
they
haven't did that.
humble and they listen. It's us Americans want to be hard headed and pig-headed. I ain't doing nothing.
First
I ain't
Amendment
doing
Yeah.
rights. First
I got
Amendment
asthma.
rights.
I can't wear a mask, bitch. If you got asthma, you should be the main one.
Come on.
Wearing a mask. It
on, girl.
kills your respiratory. Bitch, you already can't breathe. What you supposed to do?
Right. I'm one of them. I'm one of the asthma. So I know. And I've never had that problem with a mask on. Never had that
I don't
problem.
mind it. It's kind of a look, depending on which mask you get with your outfit.
Yeah, they getting all stylish with him and shit now. I mean,
The mask is
You
kind
gotta
of
wear lip
breathable.
gloss. I saved so much money on lip gloss this past year. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some pros.
Like,
That's not
real
clothes.
talk,
So
the
you
only
only
thing
do
is
makeup
it's
from here
the...
to
Low key. Put some mascara on and be out to the eyebrows, baby hairs, and we go.
you
Like,
out of there.
what?
They got. I ain't even think about that. That got to be a plus.
Made us, our life as females is so much easier.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but my dermatologist been getting a lot of money because no mask and no...
Yeah. But people don't be washing their masks. That's the problem. You gonna put a whole
Nah.
face foundation, put that mask on and take it off, and you don't wash it for 2 weeks? That's your problem.
Girl, I
Yeah.
got like 1,000 and...
That's between you and yourself.
I
Yeah.
work in the medical field too. I got disposable masks by the plethora.
Yeah.
I
God.
got the landfill is crying though. All the masks, all in the landfill, we making that shit worse. That's for
Girl,
sure.
that shit shit been bad. There's
One
a whole
problem
place
after
called
another.
Garbage Island. It literally exists.
Just full of garbage.
It floats out in the middle of the ocean. It's a big ass mask of
we just
trash.
because we just throw that shit out there and just be like,
We
hey,
do.
it ain't us no
Don't
more.
think anything of it.
Like they don't know what to do. Anyway.
One problem causing another problem.
Yeah,
y'all.
man. So yeah, that's some legit shit. Thank y'all for that response. I love it. So another thing too, this shit with the, like you said, with the Capitol. Does it confirm what we
Yep.
already know?
Oh, yeah.
And but everybody else acting like, oh my gosh, what
Where
is
y'all getting
America
that from?
doing it? Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And these fools sit up here and said that they were going to do this, and they still didn't have no kind of precaution. What it?
Well, let's be honest. Let's be real.
Yeah,
There's
let's
such
talk about
things
that.
as hate crimes in this country too, right?
Every
Yes.
day.
And you go to prison for doing hate crimes, right?
Correct.
Yep.
And you're not, it's considered terrorist, blah blah blah. Yet they still allow the KKK to have rallies. That is a terrorist group, but they tell them that no, it's their right to protest.
Freedom
Not
of
when
speech.
they're saying that they're going to kill niggers and kill Jews, and they are letting you know that they're
they're about.
intending to do harm.
Yeah.
And in this soil, that's a terroristic threat. Yet they still allow them to do it. That's the same reason. What somebody said this: the KKK will never be in trouble. Why? Because this is like seeing Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus in the same room. The shit's not gonna happen. The people that make the laws are the ones that's behind the
the
damn
one that's
facts.
wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Yes, they're running
That
the
was a good
city.
one.
They're running the city,
Yeah.
and that's some wild shit. And it pops up more and more, and now it's no more hiding this shit. Because now
not.
you're starting to find out
But
that
they
you.
don't have to hide it anymore.
No, they don't, and they know that shit. So, and it's the judicial system is proving that over and over again.
Yeah.
Damn, right now, well, they catching people that literally are saying we went in there to kidnap and kill some people. These motherfuckers already out in their house. Out of jail. They out of jail.
I'm so confused.
And I'm like, yo,
this
they're
is
admitting
the
to this
country
to
we're
the feds. This is what we were planning to do. It's on video,
Right?
and it's just like,
They ain't
yeah,
playing for none of that.
yeah. They
Take it
just
serious.
they were just like, yeah,
care.
they just talking shit. Just let them loose. Oh, okay.
Got like a free pass.
The same as how right now, Google and Siri is listening to our conversations through our phone
Consistently.
And I wouldn't be
like
surprised
that.
if the damn people come and knock on the door now, like what y'all talking about.
I don't
over
trust the
here.
feds at all anyway. We got a love-hate relationship.
Let's be
There are people in my
honest.
family.
You're right.
Look,
You're absolutely right.
I kind of got beef. Kind of got some beef.
Right.
But, like, they're not for us either. So, I
Right.
mean, why would they post up and do anything about that? You know what I mean?
I'm worried about technology like that in my house too.
Yeah.
That shit is unplugged.
My Alexa will just talk to me at random times. I
No.
won't say anything to her, and she'll just
No.
talk. And I'm like, oh, excuse me?
No.
Ma'am.
Unplugged.
Like,
You said
yo,
you needed something? No, bitch, I didn't call you.
Ain't nobody say your name at all.
No.
Oh, I thought you had said something. No,
Nah.
bitch, not to you.
Now she ordering groceries you need. You be like, how the fuck you know I need paper towel? Like, no.
I don't like that.
Name somebody knocking at your door. Yeah, we got you.
I
Go.
don't
No,
like that.
I ain't
Let's
answer
just
this.
play my music, girl, and go away.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
I thought you might like this too. No.
Yeah.
No.
That targeted advertisement is a beast.
Dude, I hate that.
It's a beast, man. So, oh my god. So that shit with the Capitol. Oh my god, we can talk about that shit for a while.
All
but,
day.
That matter of fact, speaking, I'm gonna exit with this though. They already made like a little documentary on
How can you?
HBO Max.
quick?
Yes,
They quick
yes,
with it.
they did on HBO Max.
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
showing the videos that happen inside, what they plan. They actually
How
planned
the
this
hell
out.
they got these cameras? You know what? They got all this stuff, but I still can't know what the conversation was with Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Solange on the damn elevator.
Come on,
Ah,
somebody. Can we get that footage?
Hey,
That's $1 billion footage.
can you get an amen on that? You know what? You're absolutely right. We still know who
That's
pot
facts.
killers
We
are. So we still searching for a whole bunch of shit that we ain't got answers for,
And I
but
know
somehow.
somebody-
Y'all already done had a documentary made about this shit that happened last week.
Come on. Come on.
Alexa,
Right, where you at with that?
Yeah, what's
Where you
up?
at
Where
with
you
that,
at? Yeah, no
real.
results. That's what's gonna happen. So, yeah, you absolutely right though. God damn. But yeah, man, that's the state of emergency that we in, man. And of course, everybody know that it's gonna get worse. They know that this is gonna happen again because they see they can just get away with the shit.
do y'all have y'all license to carry and conceal?
Yes, I do.
I need to work on that very soon.
Yes, you do.
Because I'm small and I can't fight. Y'all didn't hear that.
I
from
can't
me.
fight,
Do
but
you-
I still have it.
Have you took your kids to?
Okay, so we from the country. We from Baton Rouge and New Orleans. So,
Yes, ma'am.
my kids knew how to shoot a long time
Good.
ago.
Okay, but I'm saying.
But do they have their license? No, they don't have their license. But I guarantee you, somebody come in our house and if we see them approaching
They
on
know
that
what to
ring,
do.
they gonna bust from the hip.
Okay,
Stop
cool.
playing.
That's all that matters.
We gonna jump you. You come in my house, we gonna give you what you looking for.
Yeah, so you just said, hey, that lock on that door is to protect you, not us.
Not us. We good. We good.
Yeah.
Just like y'all know, growing up, your mama left you in the house by herself. She said you better not open this door for nobody. What if Jesus came knocking? He better have a key.
Wait a minute, Lord. Hold up.
You better have a key. You better have a key. And the passcode.
Yeah, because my door do have the little passcode.
Yeah, see?
Come on, security.
You better have all that.
Security.
That's lit, man. But yeah, that's how you have to be, man. Because now we even shown, it's been proved we're not even safe in our own house.
No. Breonna Taylor. Boom. How many examples you need?
That and even the shit that happened down here in Dallas.
Recently. I'm like,
So-
you can be sitting in your own self living room
And your own living room
on your own
chilling.
couch you bought.
You chilling, and that shit just
on.
happened. That's
No.
so yeah.
No.
It's been plenty of stories like that, and we literally have to fight for that shit.
Yeah.
And that's weird. That is so fucked up to me, but that's weird. But anyway, like I said, we can talk about that shit for days.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my stance on that, man. It's just it needs to be talked about, and they do talk about it, but sometimes it don't seem like they forget it.
It's grazed over.
It seems like they forget it.
Well, so much bad stuff has happened. It's just kind of like people are becoming numb to a lot of things that should not be numb right now.
We're just tired, man. Tired as fuck.
But when
And-
you get tired, that's when change happens.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's when the revolt happens. So, yeah, man.
It's just messed up that you have to be tired for it to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
That's been a history of black people, period, though.
From day one.
but that's where you have to stop the cycle and the curse. You know how they say generational wealth and all this and all that.
Yeah.
Stop the cycle. You have to stop the cycle and the curse in every aspect of your life, not just your financial, but in every aspect.
Yeah.
In your rights as a human being, in your rights as a black man, in your rights to your sexuality, and you're this and you're this and you're that. You have to stop. And I used to not say a lot, and because I had a lot to lose. But lately, when I've been opening my mouth, becoming more vocal about things, issues, situations, people are like, oh, you Candace Owens or whatever, and I was like, talk about that black chick that like Trump, and they're like, yeah, you acting like her. No, I'm not. But what I will say is she's also, a black woman who's financially stable. She's educated. She's headstrong. She ain't no punk. And so sometimes being a leader and not a follower, people tend to attack you more. Right. I'm not about to humble myself or my standards or my way of thinking because you don't like it and your feelings hurt. At the end of the day, man, fuck you.
Somebody out feelings gonna always get hurt, no matter what you're doing. Always.
But I feel like there are more sheep than
of course
herders because people are so concerned what everybody else got to say about them.
So
Baby, if I cared about what you had to say about me, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't have the money.
There's no character in that.
Who asked you?
I don't
care
care about all that stuff.
There's no character in that, man.
But I also feel like as black people, there's some issues like colorism that we still cause damage to. Like we still continue and carry. I'm like, well, like fixing the problem starts with us as well. We have to look in the mirror as black people. Who do we use in Hollywood? We use biracial and mixed race women for black roles, and it whitewashes us as black women and black men in the media.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a major problem going on right now today that we have something to do with. That's why I appreciate actors who are biracial who step down from major roles. Like I think I can't think of her name, but she stepped down from Black Panther because she was super light skinned, biracial, and it just didn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like we need to have the right representation in the media for us because that leads down to so many things I see on Twitter all the time. A lot of like women complain, especially dark skinned women, complaining about lighter skinned women always like being like the wife or whatever. And it's true. Like you can name so many shows, Proud Family, like cartoons, like Black AF that came out on Netflix, like all of that. Like it's showing that our representation as people in our own community, because it's black people that created those shows, that content. We're kind of our own problem in a lot of ways.
Not kind of, we are, because I know some of the most beautiful black women I've seen were darker skinned women. I don't know why their skin, it just doesn't
It doesn't take away from
it doesn't take away.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have these little light, you know, and I see it all the time. These light skinned girls be like, you dark, you I'm like, girl, shut up. Just because you light skinned on me, you cute. You look like a little monkey.
Oh God. People put them on a pedestal.
Like, for real. Like, you know how there's sometimes there are a lot of big girls who don't like us because we're smaller. And I'm like, girl, you look good, and you always smell good. So stop putting yourself down. Just, you know, don't. And to me, honestly, it starts at home. When you confident in who you are, how you walk, how you talk, you really don't care. Because then we have dark skinned women like Tika Sumter. Beautiful. She's amazing, beautiful, bomb ass actress. You know what I'm saying? She's standing there speaking from, you know, and it's a for me, it's a confidence thing. When you're confident, you can stand in any room with anybody,
unapologetic,
and you don't care. So like. It is, and I feel like it's really bad amongst black women because you are looking beautiful. She is looking beautiful. Let another chick walk in, they gonna be like, you ashy between your toes. Oh, that's all you can say is I'm ashy between. Like, let's start
it's always a
problem. Each
problem.
other and complimenting each other.
Yeah.
And like, if you just put it like this. The first time when I came to Dallas, I shaved my head because I just wanted to do something completely different.
I know that was
black men looked at me like I had something stuck to my face. It was a white man who walked up to me and said, "Smile, you look beautiful today." That gave me that confidence to be like, all right, well, maybe this ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be like that though.
But it was. They looked at me like I was just the ugliest thing there was.
But for black men, like hair, our mothers have made that such a standard of beauty. Though.
My mom always had short hair though. Like,
it's very few and far between that are like praise God. You know what I mean? But like, it's just different standards of beauty that we have as a community made, like put on a pedestal. Whether that's light skin, a certain type of hair texture,
that's the media.
And I'm multiracial, and like
that's media doing this shit.
Yeah.
That's not. You control the media, you control a lot of people. That's what it is. Because I know for us in that household, of course I'm gonna say you beautiful. Of course I'm gonna think you beautiful. Of course that I'm gonna say that. Even if you my sister, whatever, I'm gonna mess with you. Like, yeah, you think you all that ugly, but for the most part, that's where you're right. It starts in that house. But that media, man, that media does that, and
some damage.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. That's why we here.
Two Lit Podcast. You heard that. And what we powered by? The Ink. God damn it. So we gonna move on from that. But y'all are right. Y'all hit the nail on the head. Thank you, ladies, for that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we're finna jump to something else.
Oh Lord.
I'm like,
it ain't bad. Oh God. Y'all have to like. We just. Geez, look. How do you deal with a bad ex? And how do you deal with that with somebody that wants to be baggage? That you just cannot shake. How do you deal with them?
I don't.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. But you got some that they can't shake them. They got them that they follow them, they stalk them. I'm talking about to the point where it's death threatening. So it's like, how do you shake somebody that is just unhinged? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, what are the signs that you have to follow?
I'm gonna tell you one time. You better get your son. Because I ain't playing with him. He better not come past my house no more.
Yeah.
He better not call me no more.
Yeah.
Because if he do, we gonna have a problem. I'm telling you now, you're gonna bury your son if he keep playing with me thinking this is a game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Hansa. Thank you. Thank you.
My God.
All right.
Easy.
I ain't about to play no game. You ain't about to be riding past my house talking about scaring me. I said I don't want you. I don't want you.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm calling the police.
You have to. We ain't even gotta do that. You play them games.
Yeah.
I need backup. Don't come over here.
I'm gonna play a game with you.
Right.
Would you like to play a game?
Right.
Don't do me.
Right.
Because at a certain point, you have to be an adult. If somebody don't want you, they don't want you.
Right.
Like, man up and move on. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. And because you come up here playing them little punk pussy ass games, talk about putting your hands on somebody, I'm gonna give you what you asking for.
Right.
Yeah.
So bam. I mean, you know, hey.
Okay, so let's revert. I don't.
There you go.
Short answer.
But there are some women that don't have that confidence. They don't have that personal confidence.
They don't know how to let go.
They don't.
They don't know their worth.
They're on the run. And the only reason I know because I've spoke to these women. They live in homeless shelters. They have kids. They things like that.
Yeah.
And so I've heard these stories, and it's like, my dad's dead. I don't have my brothers. I don't have anybody. I had to run. You know what I'm saying? I got my kid with me. I've heard these stuff. I've helped people like this. So and the thing is, the problem every time I hear it over again, I hear that they didn't pay attention to the signs early. So,
The
and I
red
feel
flags
like
do not
that
lie.
first time when he punched that wall, that's when you should have left.
Mm-hmm.
Because that next time, there's not gonna be a wall. You feel what I'm saying?
Then we tell ourselves, oh, he didn't mean it, or it was spur of the moment, just anger. Like we belittle the major red flags that are gonna only get worse. For some reason, we give people the benefit of the doubt. Right. I'm guilty of it. Now I haven't been like in an abusive relationship. I don't even have really a crazy ex, honestly.
Right. Good.
Right.
Because everybody.
Any red flag. Like my mom always tells me. I think Maya Angelou said this. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Because it's so funny. After every relationship I ever had, I'll think about the first like red flag that I saw where I should have walked away. It could have saved myself months and months of heartache. You know, if I just that first time, that first small thing that just didn't sit right with me, we don't trust ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't trust, and we need to. We need to have the confidence and know our intuition is right. Your mama raised you right. She knows what she was saying. You feel that way for a reason.
Some people in their head, they want the shit to work so bad that they'll overlook all that. And being like, I'm gonna give them this one last
Love
chance.
is blind.
They become complacent and comfortable accepting whatever it is that person gives to them, because sometimes, you know, when you see your mama go through stuff, you be like, oh, well, this is just the way it is. Or if you weren't taught any better. But then there are other women who just don't care. They want to be with that man just to say that either they have a man, they're in a relationship. Girl, you just jealous, you know, you ain't got no man.
Some people love toxic like that shit.
Yep.
They're addicted
just
to
have
it.
This, just yearn.
It's like it's like a Stockholm syndrome type situation.
Yeah.
So
it's a drug.
They can't, and plus on top of that, they have put themselves in a situation so bad to the point where they need that person. Like that person is paying for the roof over the house. They leave, they have nowhere to go. So they'll sacrifice.
That's why a lot of women stay with the rich men, because hell, I can stay with him, get hit a couple times, but have the security.
Good, though.
Or I can go and have to work and do this and do that.
And they teach that though.
Oh, they do.
They generationally teach that to their kids. They kids see this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it passes down, and then you wonder why it's a continued thing. It's weird.
It's
but
so weird.
like I said, I've talked to some people like that. Man. I work with some homeless shelters and stuff, and it's just, I hate it. It breaks my heart. Like, because I'm thinking about the kid. You know what I mean? Because they don't have nowhere to go type stuff. They don't have literally nowhere to go. So, yeah, man. That's some wild stuff, though.
It's wild, but you know what? Honestly, like, okay, crazy niggas is one thing. A crazy ex, like, girlfriend? Have you ever dealt with a nigga's crazy ex-girlfriend?
No.
Girl, I thought that would be my answer, too. I never thought I'd have to deal with that.
Yo.
It's almost worse, and it's embarrassing. Like, this girl, I'm telling you, was, like, DMing me. There was one time, like, she called his phone from a random number, like an unknown number on our date. And I was like, it was a mess, because I couldn't imagine, like, being her and doing that. There's just no way my pride and my self-confidence would allow that. But there's a lot of women, their brokenness and insecurity will allow them to do crazy stuff like that. Like, ain't no way I'm DMing somebody and I'm the ex.
Right.
I'm not even DMing you as the girlfriend.
How
I gotta
you
be the
know
wife.
him? How you know me?
Doing that. Right. How did you find me? Like, FBI status ex-girlfriends are real.
That would look up. You the new chick, that would look everything
You in another
up.
state, honey.
That'd be on your LinkedIn page. Just looking at all your profession and
probably
learning you.
has.
And
I
they're
ain't
like,
even
oh,
look.
you think she
This girl
in
emailed me.
broadcasting, she know, okay, she can broadcast the ass about her.
Right. See, this is what I mean. See, this is why I tell girls, like I'll tell anybody, there's nothing wrong with being single. Be by yourself, to learn yourself, to know yourself, to grow with yourself.
They don't know what that
So
means.
that way,
They don't know.
right. That way, when you're ready to be, you feel like, all right, I know this. I'm good. Let me go out and start meeting people. Like me, the age I am and how I am, I can smell bullshit. So you're not about to walk up on me and be like, nah.
You don't look
get
like you
outta
have
here.
kids.
I
None.
do. Yes. But at the same time, I had to go through a cycle where I was by myself for a long time, because I knew I was somebody's mama. I knew I was somebody's, girlfriend, whatever. But who was I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't know yourself, you don't know what you are willing to accept, what you're willing to go through, and now that I know me, I know I ain't willing to go through nothing. I ain't accepting nothing that I don't want to accept. Right. So you can't come to me with the BS. Like, I will drop you in a second if I feel like it ain't real. If your heart ain't real, if your intentions ain't real.
Ain't nobody got time.
And I'm just saying,
we had to learn all of that though. Like,
yeah,
it comes with experience.
It is a
It
process.
come with
It
experience.
does come with experience, but you have to be by yourself. Everybody Everybody just hopping into relationships because they think it's cute. Oh, let's wear matching clothes and post pictures for Instagram. Man, pump that. No.
What's your credit score?
Right.
I'd rather have an empty bed
than
than
that ain't right. Don't trust that either.
No, I'd rather have an empty bed than to have the wrong spirit in my stuff because it attaches onto you and it will walk all up and through your house and you wondering why your life just going so bad. It's them.
It's a negative hole, man. It's a negative spirit. I feel you on that.
Soul ties are real.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Let you sleep with somebody 5-10 years ago and they walking around, you looking at them, they looking at you.
Yeah, man. Nah. Leave that where it's at, where it's supposed to be. Please.
Yeah, let that man go. Let that girl go.
Yeah, we trying to save lives out here because that's what they do.
Right. Your body is the temple, and you can't let everybody up and through your temple.
Nah, man, not at all. So, man, oh my God. What nonstop. That was all interesting. I love this, man. This was dope, so dope. Thank you guys. Seriously for this. Hopefully we just educated some people.
I hope so.
Some
I
stuff.
hope y'all got the message.
Yeah.
I hope
Stop being crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Stop being nasty.
Nasty. Don't do it.
And watch the
Chill out. Yeah,
watch
with your punk ass. But yeah, fuck that, man. So yeah, Too Lit Podcast, your boy G-Dot, man. Golly. So we got some issues in this world, man, we need to handle up on. We got issues with ourselves that we need to handle up on. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody, man. Us, especially as black people. Just do that, man. Just reach out to your sister, to your brother.
We love y'all.
Talk about it, please, because that is damaging us. We damaging ourselves. So we love y'all. We want to receive the love back. Thank you, Too Lit Podcast, my guest. This lady, go ahead and give your exit, man. Y'all are just killing me.
Well, I'm Bree at Briana Lauren with 3 N's, LORENNN.
3.
Okay.
I don't know.
She said 3. And I'm Hope, aka the real BB. That is _ the real _ BB.
Damn. Y'all know my stuff. Too Lit.